comic book jerk thought of the day. What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Gabbard, the comic book jerk. And if you follow my Facebook, you'll notice that sometimes I like to post a thought of the day. This is something I've been thinking about that's been going on in my head that I just have to tell somebody. And ever since I went to Chicago for the fan screening of the Avengers, I've been wanting to have a little chat with everybody and talk about how I felt about the movie. Well, since it's come out on Blu Ray and everybody's seen it pretty much, they talk about how it's the greatest comic book movie ever was and how, oh, it's just fantastic, blah, 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 blah. Well, I would rather take a shit on it. To be honest with you, I drove close to 16 hours to Chicago just so I can get there to see it 2 weeks before everyone else. And even before the movie ever come out, I was already pissed off because they recast Edward Norton, you know, with Ruffalo or whatever the hell his name is, you know. That was a huge disrespect. Even before I went into the movie, I knew that I was going to hate his character to begin with. And that's something that I'm not going to ever get over. And to be able to watch The Incredible Hulk and how great that they tied it in and made it feel like you were actually watching a little bit of the TV series, a little bit of Bixby, a little bit of the comic books, you know. The Hulk looked good in that. But I go and see the Avengers, and we got a motherfucking cartoon Hulk running around like a damn gorilla, going, woo! Throwing his arms down, smashing like that. Who wants to see the Hulk run around like a motherfucking gorilla or a monkey? You know, we should have just called him Monkey Hulk. Green Monkey Hulk. Well, honestly, that's not the only gripe I had about it. I mean, if you're going to recast somebody as perfect for the role as Norton, who made a great Banner, with some guy that ain't nobody really heard of, that doesn't even really act that well as far as being Banner. I mean, it was like watching somebody that just wanted to be funny all the time. Like, you know, he's supposed to be angry and mad and upset and trying to hold back his emotions. But all we get is some guy that's going, hey, I'm funny, I'm Ruffalo, oh, yeah. One scene in particular made me just want to laugh my ass off, and that's when he goes, hey, you're lying, or whatever, you know, he screams. That didn't impress me at all. I mean, is that the best we can do with the Hulk, you know? I expect him to be smashing stuff and doing all that, and we get maybe 5 or 10 minutes of that, but that's it. I mean, we get a cartoon Hulk that he doesn't even look detailed to me. I mean, honestly, they could have done such a better looking Hulk than they did, but they didn't. But that's not the only gripe I had with this. Captain America's suit looked ridiculously stupid. I mean, he looked like a Backstreet Boy or something in training. I don't know how to explain it, but I just hated it. You know, we don't have no wings on the helmet, and his helmet's so compressed onto his face, it looks like it's melted on, and then, you know, of course they have to show his pretty hairsprayed hair, and he has to throw the mask off in between a fight. And that's really upsetting that we would get such a shitty Captain America suit out of the Avengers. Because, you know, we're supposed to have these kick-ass superheroes, and then you dress Captain America up like a Backstreet Boy. Okay, way to go, guys. Awesome, Whedon. You know, Whedon has never let me down. I liked Buffy. I liked Firefly. I liked Angel. I liked reading his run on Astonishing X-Men. But what he did to the Avengers, it's like he just took a shit all over it. It's like he pulled his pants down and said, hold on, let me get this script out. Ah, just shit all over it, you know. That stuff bothers me. And not to mention, we get done watching Thor, and it's a complete chick flick, so we expect Thor to be a badass and kick some ass, but they don't even give him a helmet. He just shows up out of nowhere. We don't get no explanation of where the hell the Thor come from or nothing like that. But Loki says something like, oh, I guess it took Daddy's magical dark powers to get you here. Because the Bifrost has been destroyed, so how the hell is Thor over here? And don't give me some kind of pussy-ass excuses. We should have had at least one scene. That's all we needed, just one scene of Thor getting cast down to Earth. Or Thor even, you know, hearing about it. You know, oh, Loki's destroying Earth. Send me down there, Dad. We couldn't get a scene like that. And you know, after purchasing this horrible Blu Ray right here, I realized that the deleted scenes of Captain America was fucked too. I mean, throughout the whole film, I didn't get any sense that he was out of place in time or that he felt bad. And the scene that actually should have been in the movie was cut. I mean, I wanted to see how Captain America was dealing with the fact that he was in a timeline that is not his, you know. But instead, they cut that out of the movie. That's another shitty thing about the Blu-ray is usually when I get Blu-rays, I expect to have a shit ton of bonus features. I expect to have like the history of the Avengers, you know? We should have got a behind-the-scenes making of that was just spectacularly done, and we should have got bonus features like, you know, maybe some secret cameos or, you know, some more footage. We get a blooper reel and a music video from Soundgarden. I like the video from Soundgarden, but I don't know. I mean, why couldn't we have just got the original cut that we always hear on the internet? Oh, we did a big 3 hour and 45-minute cut. Instead, we just get a bunch of deleted scenes. Why couldn't we have got that cut on there so we didn't have to watch the deleted scenes? Because most of the deleted scenes to me was just garbage. I mean, we didn't get anything on this. I mean, I got a bunch of random crap in here. You know, I got the Blu-ray 3D, the Blu-ray, the DVD, the digital copy, and the music, but all I wanted was extra bonus features that would make this movie worth watching again and again, but I didn't get that. And we didn't even get Thor in the helmet. You can't put Thor in a helmet. I mean, is it so hard to cover these actors' faces? Just because they look pretty doesn't mean you want to look at them all the time. I mean, do we want to watch Tony Stark running around with his helmet off, you know, fighting battle and swooshing in there? And that's another thing that got to me is why is Robert Downey Jr. Why does he not have the whole cover of this? Nobody's wearing any mask. These are superheroes, but they're just going to show the world, hey, I don't need to wear no mask. Think about that for a moment. And not to mention, we got the Avengers, but we have no Hank Pym, no Ant-Man, no Giant Man, no, you know, we ain't got no Wasp flying around, or we get Black Widow. Is that the best female character we can get is Black Widow? Just because she was in Iron Man 2, we're just going to put her in Avengers. Like she's some badass. She run around with a couple pistols and jumped on a fucking spaceship and flew around. Big deal. And Hawkeye, I think if you're going to do Hawkeye, give him a fucking mask. You know, any kind of mask out of any of the comics. I don't care if it's the face mask or the one over the eyes or anything. You're going to give us Hawkeye and then you're not even going to give him a mask. And I mean, it's so clear to watch the Avengers and see that none of the fucking arrows are real. Like, he's shooting a bow, but you can tell that there's no arrows in his bow. It's just all cartoons. We got a bunch of cartoons shooting, you know. To say that this is the greatest superhero movie ever is fucking stupid. And I just wanted to get my thought of the day out on you and tell you that putting the best superhero movie of all time, Chuck Walton, why would you say that? I mean, I'm not clowning you, I'm not dogging you, I'm just saying it is not the best superhero movie of all time. I mean, even to me, Superman, the original Richard Donner Superman, is better than this pile of shit. I mean, the cinematography's lame. It feels like you're watching a made-for-TV movie half the time. Plus, it's super long, and about the only thing worth watching is the helicarrier scene. That's about it. The rest of it's just like bullshit. Well, that's my thought of the day. Leave your comments. Check out facebook.com/comicbookjerk or twitter.com/comicbookjerk. And maybe you can see more thoughts of the day later on. I'm going to keep on trying to do this as much as I can, but maybe we'll talk about something that people actually like one day, but I don't know. I don't see how anyone can not take a shit on the Avengers.